talk to us about his tribute song. Good morning, Papa, and welcome to this special tribute broadcast. Thank you so much for making time for us.
Yeah, good day, MBC, and yourself.
Yeah, it's been a couple of overwhelming days for Namibia and her people. How's it been for you, Papa?
Yeah, it has been quite a heavy moment. It's I have that void in me. It's a sense of emptiness in myself, and the passing of the great man has not just impacted on me, but I believe on many people. So yeah, and I'm here just to appreciate what he has done, and the song that has been playing is just a dedication. I'm paying homage to the great man. Actually, the song is titled The African Statesman. Yeah. Yes.
How have you been coping with that sense of emptiness and that loss?
Yeah, like I said, it's very difficult to say. You have that feeling of emptiness on one hand, and it's quite an emotional thing to most of us. But on the other hand, we should also be able to celebrate the fact that our founding father has been there for us. He's been a symbolic figure nationally, and he's been also a world leader, and he's been an African leader, and it's on that basis that we just want to pay tribute to him, and we should actually convey our message of condolences to Mekulu Kovambo and also the children, including the bereaved family. In fact, the whole nation. We are grieving, and we have that sense of loss, and yeah.
Is it your sense of loss that inspired you to pen this tribute song?
Well, look, this song is not a new song. Maybe I should just clarify that. I made this song 15 years back, but you see, the fact that he passed, it befits the moment, and it's on that basis I believe MBC called me just to come and explain what impact the song had. But it's actually befitting all the fact that it was made many years back. It's befitting at this time of loss, at the time of mourning, and so on.
What inspired you 15 years ago to come up with this song?
Yeah, the founding father is a symbolic man, as I've said. He's more like a supreme leader. Imagine when he retired from the public office, he inspired us in his absence. So we felt, he was a shield. We felt protected. I would equate him to a supreme leader of one country, like Iran, for instance. So he's a spiritual leader, he's a customary leader, he's a national leader, and he embraces all that description because, even when we did not have him in the public office, he exerted his life, exerted influence, positive influence on the nation. Yeah, and it's on that basis that he's a great man. He's a symbol of love. He's a symbol of unity. He's the one that brought reconciliation. He was the first leader, actually, in our country that was able to unite all the forces, people that had different values, people that had different beliefs, and so on. He brought these people together in the name of reconciliation. And on that basis, we should look at him as our supreme leader. And I just want to add the fact that In my language, we say he's a tungwa jasigirirombepo. So he's a shield, and when that shield is no more there, like we were talking about the sense of loss, the sense of emptiness, it has impacted on us as individuals and as a nation. Yes.
I want to take you back to when you wrote the song 15 years ago. What was the creative process like, and how long did this journey take?
Okay, being an artist, when you are composing a song, you have to have a plan. It's like when you are building, you must have a plan, and having this plan, you must have a foundation so that the building is going to be strong. If you do not have a strong foundation, obviously, you know what will happen to the building. The same thing happened to the song. The song that you are making today should have an impact, not just today, also in the future. So what I'm saying is that, before you come up with a song, you have to think of the plan. You must think of what should you put in the song, so that your children's children should be able to be inspired. You should not be able to feel ashamed to listen to the song, because the song is a historical thing. It will be there even if you are not there one day. So yeah, it's a process that you have to put in. You have to put all the energy in, and you must be able to produce something that will be, impacting on the lives of those that are listening to it now and also in the future.
Were there specific incidents, were there specific memories that inspired that plan that culminated in the song?
Yeah, I was thinking of, I was actually imagining when the founding father was on his way into exile. For instance, he would take a telephone and call Julius Nyerere, the then president of Tanzania, and then in fact, by then you had Tanganyika and Zanzibar before Tanzania. So he would call the late Nyerere and would say, "Look, I'm on the way. Prepare. Turomea pomzile." It's like prepare, put the water. I'm on the journey, and so on and so forth. So the song basically it talks about his journey from Namibia into exile. Yeah.
Did you have any specific encounters with the late founding father?
Yeah. I've met him several times, and he was always an inspiration, in the sense that when he talks, it's somebody that gives you a sense of hope, and he's been always that father figure to most of us, to the people of his generation, and also those that came later, and also us and the young people. So yes, we have had some contacts, although not at the personal level, but yes. Yeah.
Now, following the death of the founding president, have you been inspired to come up with a follow-up to the song that's 15 years old?
Yes, I'm actually working on something new, and we actually, because I play in a band called Volcano Vibe, and myself and King Claude, we spoke about it. We are planning on coming up with another song, a follow-up song, just to bring it out to the public. So I'm not so sure how long it will be, because we do not use electronic devices. We use guitars. It's a live process where you have to write, you have to play, and so on and so forth. It's a band. It's a live band. Yeah.
Do you believe the sense of loss that you're feeling at the present moment will impact the creative process of the second part?
Phew, yeah, look, obviously, there's that feeling of emptiness, and obviously these are emotions, and we believe that the passing on will definitely have an impact on what we are going on the process, and also on the project. But in any case, despite the loss, this is my emphasis, his legacy must live on. It should prevail. It's the legacy of hard working. You must have known that the old man participated in many national projects, and those projects are standing out. I can mention one, the railway from Tsumeb to Ondangwa, for instance. The agricultural projects around the country. He was a man of his word. He was a hard-working man. These kind of things must inspire us. And believe you me, the founding president was a cultural man as well. He was a man of customs, a customary man, and he through cultural standing and position, he was able to inspire and exert influence on issues of culture and music. You know very well that there was a group that he chanted with at some events called Ita Akada. So the president was not just a national leader, he was also a musician in the context. So he was there to inspire cultural issues. He was there to promote customs. For instance, Olufuko is also one aspect that he advocated for. He strongly believed in cultural values, traditions, and this type of things.
Now, apart from the second delivery of African Statesman that is in the making, how else do you intend to honor his legacy?
Yeah, I think I would want to talk to the youngsters, the type of person the president or the former founding father was. I need to talk to my grandchildren and other people who may not know who the person was. The other day I was in the street, and there was this other lady. Is a youngster. She was born after independence. I said, "How do you feel about the passing of the old man?" She said, "Well, I did not really know him, despite what I've been reading, but I have more memories of the President Hage, the late Hage Geingob." So we need to keep on telling the youngsters about the history, about what a person of the statue of Sam Nujoma, what he had done, and so on, so that the young generation don't just read, but they must be able to have personal experience with talking about these things. They will be able to relate. Yeah.
Any final thoughts before we let you go?
Yeah, well, I just want to say, as a nation, we should be inspired. We must work hard, and we should not let the legacy of our founding father despair. We need to unite. We need to stand as a country and work for the betterment of the generations to come. Yes.
Thank you very much for your time. Thank you for
so
sharing
much.
those insights. We look forward to the second song.
Thank you so much, sir.